I've been losing so much in Oblivion Override, it's not even funny. But today, I believe today's the day. Well, I know what my deal is. I need hours. I gotta actually play the game to win. Did you all know that? I didn't know that was a thing. I'm thinking that I can just win without needing like the work ahead of time. Apparently that's not the case. I actually need cells. So I actually need Violet Dagger, maybe. Let's try some Lee. So Violet Dagger, maim, attack damage up when hitting enemies on the back. Even more damage up, 45% on an ambush. 30% chance to get max HP when you get hit. Can you pet the dog.com? And let's go in. Chain reset when the knife kills an enemy. This is actually really good on flying monsters. Things with low HP. Attack up. Enemies have a chance to drop energy crystals when they die. We might be doing some rupture today. Attack speed. All right, we're doing it. Happy to be on today. Yeah, so like my chain instantly killed the bee. And then gets the reset, so you can just do it again. Very, very convenient. Does this thing just break guard? Wait, huh? That's broken. Maybe it only breaks it from behind? We got a Christmas tree? Some radiation? Guess I'll leave that. I'm still unlocking weapons too. And we're not done with our meta. Sometimes I feel bad. I'll see, for example, that people are like getting their full alert level wins. Feel like I need this. It's just so nice to have it. Cooldown after killing an enemy. It's probably worth it. More triangle buttons. More phasers. I'll see people post that they got their like alert, whatever highest tier alert is, victory. And I gotta remember that I don't even have everything unlocked. I'm on a fresh save. What in the world hit me? What the dog doing? Dang. Luckily, I got some max HP for that. Whoa, invincible? Did you all see that? Oh, I thought we'd drag it up here. All right. So we are currently on alert 4. That gives us enhanced tier 2 bosses. Funny this thing turned around. Which, interestingly enough, enhanced tier 2 bosses are kind of strong. Of course, I probably need to just focus on dodging. Chat, is this a S tier weapon? Who's got the Oblivion Override tier list? Did not mean to go down there. That has some really good gap close to it. Miss my chain. We'll fight this. Huh. Ooh. Always like games that give you the iframe on phaser. Unleash pulses when you dash. Dash charges up. We'll just grab this because I think we're gonna need it. Extra shielding. This gives us shielding on kill now. Might skip here. We don't want shock. I'm not ready to commit to execute. Backstab. Crit damage. Crit rate from behind. Oh! Yo, that's a really cool trait. Make sure we're pressing all our buttons. Crap! Out of my way! This is what I want. Chain reset, though. I would like to say that when I phaser in on the monster, it like turns to face me, which almost defeats the purpose. Maybe it's only enemies that are guarding will do that. Huh. It's a little inconsistent. I'll try to point it out when it happens. That seemed fine, V. You teleported behind it, it didn't turn around. What's the problem? I swear it turns sometimes, right? Am I tripping? So in Dead Cells, they solved that issue by putting dogs in the fight. They solved that issue by doing a snare on the monster. Though I can't say with 100% certainty that baseball bat will do a critical attack. I think there might be some timing in there where maybe it's a little difficult to get your crit. Wow, what an easy enemy. I mean, I do know damage. I certainly wish every monster just stayed in one spot and summoned dogs. So yeah. Dead Cells solved that issue by doing a snare on the monster. Mecha skill damage, we do not want that. HP regen, that's more health recovery. I have 600 bucks, so probably should. I'm not quite used to having this much money. Spinning Dragon. Extra damage on airborne enemies. I just unlocked Violet Dagger. I know someone's gonna say, V, for the love of God, please just use Purple Dagger. It's too good to not use it. Scary monster. One more? Like, I'm gonna assume Spear can't do all that. Whoa. I love how this thing's trying to actually jump after me, but it's too big. It's too thick. Or it didn't unlock wall run. Evolve. Crit damage when the enemy's HP falls. Probably get this. Oh my god, I don't know where I got square from. Square to like check the details. I think every game I have is triangle button. Decks have a chance to do Rupture. These are not hologram. I think Phantom is like on dodge. Yeah, it's perfect dodge. You get Phantoms that do damage. It's kind of interesting that you can get Fight On first before you actually get the piece. On the tree with Fight On. So those aren't the same as hologram. This is like on perfect dodge. There's like this alpha strike that happens on the monster. It's actually really cool. Like I said, it's different from hologram though. I will take this. Glowing knives have additional base, 10% chance to dodge when hit. That will unlock the Phantoms, the Danny Phantoms. Probably a good idea. Oh my god, my balls are going all over the place. Full HP. Lot of shield. Already looking great for first boss. And like, to be fair, first boss is not the one to worry about. Unless it's Magician, then sure, you can worry. Does this game have damage numbers? Damage count? I wonder if that makes it harder or easier to play. Every once in a while, I feel like if you have the Rupture Balls, like these specifically screw up visibility in the game for like a 40 or 250. I mean, I have a lot of money, right? 48 XP. Chance to steal money when hitting the enemy's back. Oh, this rerolled too? Am I always getting 30% extra shield? I didn't gain shield just then. Until reaching a new area, shield plus 100. Maybe that's like on entering a new area, get 100 shield. And then like you just get passive, like plus 30% bonus shielding. In which case, would I get 130 in the new area? Still 215. All right, so the main stuff stays. We get rid of the money steal. Even though like it sounds like a cool idea, you could kind of scale money. Interesting. It stayed. Is that the game trying to tell me to keep it? Huh. Maybe, maybe we should have kept the money. We had dinner with Jay-Z instead. I always tell you all, just take the money. Okay. That did a fair amount of damage to me. So chain doesn't really do anything besides pull me in. I think it does give you iframes though. I dodged that with phaser. Can you let me out, please? Dang. I don't think it always goes in the corner like that. I think it just chose to. Oh my god, I thought I would aim up. Luckily, we get our max HP, even if it's just shield getting hit. Very clean. A lot of damage in there, right? Silver Dagger, some Cyclone stuff. Think we're all set. Execution count -2, execution level +1. Execute's not bad with Dagger. Dagger attacks quite a lot. I know we were skipping execute, but now the game is actually telling me to go that way. So these action roguelikes that you all are seeing, I feel like I'm gonna do a video on like, is this the future of action roguelikes? Is games like Oblivion Override and BlazBlue? Sure. These kind of games, from some people, it's not everybody, but I have heard a couple of instances where people say that this is not a roguelike in terms of like build making choices, all of that kind of stuff. And like, I can see a small argument of, I've seen this thing before. I'm gonna take it because I knew it was good. But in this instance, I was just told by the game that I should consider going execute. And I was not going to do that. All right, we got the Danny Phantoms. Execute grants 10% of your current shield. Now, yes, I have used that before in a run, but I won't be taking execute shield every single time. Now, it's good, so you probably could if you want to, but there's no... There is like player choice in there. I am choosing to play this. Sometimes these games have what our good buddy SD likes to call putting the square peg in the square hole. I was not doing that at all with this Dagger. I would assume execute is the square peg and square hole. I was gonna avoid all that. So like, I really do think that there is build making in here. What I will say is I'm like 99% sure if I built something else, I would be struggling right now. And I had the choice to build other stuff. Lee is OP with execute shield. Now what makes Lee different from the other folks for execute shield? A Dagger can execute, and if he has clones, they also can execute and shoot daggers. Oh, here's a mini boss to test our theories. Does she not have a back? That's messed up, V. I'm just saying, the game's not giving me back crit. I'm not being toxic. She got no back. Really? I didn't know that. That's so interesting. I think every action roguelike has that issue because all of them have something that does damage or bonuses from behind, but every action roguelike has like a floating eyeball or a tentacle or something that has no face. I think our record here is 20. Rip music. Where's our music? So I turned damage numbers off. Dang. I think my phaser was on cooldown. I like that it still shows us the crit. I'm gonna assume that like the level, like the Biome 2 version of this is just harder than Biome 1 to clear. When using weapon skills, 20% chance to skip cooldown. I actually don't think we need that. 12% increase attack and attack speed when triggering execute. So now we have level 2 execute, happens every 8 attacks. Even though we do crits, I don't want to have to commit to this. Phantom Slash has a 10% chance to trigger execute when hitting the enemy. I have never seen that. That seems good. There are people who talk about in this game that weapon variety is a little low. There are a lot of weapons in the game, but unlike a Dead Cells, you can take your first item all the way to the end of the game. And technically you can do that in Dead Cells too. But this game rewards you for keeping the same weapon because you can level it up. And I haven't seen all of them either. Some of the stuff is 1.0. Yeah, see how it turned around to block me? That's like kind of sick. Dang. So I think with the glaive, not the glaive, what's this thing called? Chain hook. I think chain hook looks for a single monster to target. And even though visually it's going through a monster and should hit it, I think what's actually happening is that the monster is not the original target, so it's gonna go straight through it. All right, a little bit of dev feedback right there. Evolve. Phantom Slash has a chance to trigger Execute. That's gonna be really good for bosses. I feel like we got God Roll today, but again, I've been hard stuck on this boss. Max HP up, damage taken down. With no drawback? $600. Hello, is this Dead Cells but better graphics? Exaron, we're gonna fight a boss in just a second. And then we're gonna get back to you. And I think you'll be able to answer that question on your own. Wow, even more backstab. Face off the boss you're about to see. This should be a really good fight for me, right? I got hit. We have 3 dashes, which is good. Surprised that works for Phantom Slash. Gonna chase as best as I can. A lot of times my issue with this fight is when I'm ready to attack, I'm attacking into Tornado. Nice command grab. Wow! He's out here playing Tekken. Dang, I'm like moving in front of him sometimes. Imagine getting the hitless in this. Dang, I should have phasered if I could have the iframes. I've never killed that boss. I think I've died to him probably 3 times at this point. And that was nothing for me. And maybe it's build specific. Maybe every other character I've tried to do that fight with, I just didn't build it properly. But that was so much easier than I've ever had. Now going back to Axiom, was that the name? Axaron? Axaron. Is this Dead Cells with better graphics? I don't know. I don't think I'd say that. It's definitely a faster game than Dead Cells. Button inputs, I think the button inputs are a little more tighter, like tightly required in this game. But Dead Cells has over this game is that you have 4 different weapons. So like you have your regular, you have your secondary, then you have 2 skills. In this game, I'm very reliant on my primary attack, which right now is very strong. I have my one skill, which I didn't really have to do my skill in that fight. And I have an ultimate that I do not own yet. Thanks for the answer, no problem. And that's not to say that one game is better than the other. If I had my way, you all would have every game. But I know that costs money. And as the content creator, it would be wrong of me to just say, oh, just spend your money. Oh crap. If you use skill blink and hold to attack after, you'll keep attacking the air. Yeah, but it's this, right? I struggle with the aerial dagger on aerial enemies. Okay, plenty of aerial enemies here. So yeah, as much as I would want you all to play and own every game, I can understand that that's not possible. So when someone asks me, and I get the question every now and then, like this game versus that game, Dead Cells versus Ashla Ascent versus Blades Blue versus Oblivion Override, which one you play, MV? My answer is all of them. Wow, what a dodge. But my answer is not the same as your answer. I went the phaser up to that. I feel like, oh yeah, we were gonna get this. Perfect dash grants 9 phantom slashes, and we get a phantom slash on kill. This is our ulti. Unlock whirlwind knives, charge for every flowing knife. You can unleash whirlwind knives after a full charge. I've never seen Lee's ulti before. Seems like a bug. It acts like you're on the ground when you phase airborne enemies. Don't tell the devs. I mean, I would think that that's not like supremely OP, but obviously Dagger must be balanced around having like a bad aerial combat. So to say you can circumvent that by just using the phaser, that's very interesting, because I'm sure some bosses, like, not Neptune, not Osiris either. One of the new bosses in Biome 4 is purely aerial. She almost never comes to the ground. So in that case, like, Dagger should be at a disadvantage. Gamer over here. Wow, they still gave me perfect dodge. Interesting. That's Anubis? Anubis is the girl robot? Yeah, V, I recognize Anubis from a mile away. Shoutouts to Beals. Oh, that's the whetstone. Someone said it. Tier S. See how the thing turned around? I wasn't paying attention. I lost shield. I mean, it's not really anything to complain about, simply losing shield. Could be much worse than that, right? Ooh! He's doing it! Is that OP? Devs? Nah, that ain't gonna fly. You all use that while you can. Just trying to take care of the small fry. Like, I don't think I can fight that thing on top of all these other monsters. All right, kind of greeted there a little bit. Oh, the crystals are what gives us money? That's from Rupture, isn't it? Fusion crystal. Enemies have a 10% chance of dropping energy crystals when they die. And that's money? We're not doing any of this. I guess we can level up the execute attack speed. Yeah, this is Oblivion Override. New action roguelike. Emphasis on high octane action. Like, I would not put this in the same boat as a Rogue Legacy. Even though Rogue Legacy has some good combat to it, this is definitely on another level. But it's built into this game's DNA. Like, you can't simply add fast enemies to Rogue Legacy 2. It's just not gonna be a good time. But in a game like this, you can, because A, it has a dodge roll. B, it's 8-way directional dodging. And C, there's iframes built into a lot of attacks that we have. Damage reduction, 50 shield in boss rooms. That gives us the second piece to this. Oh, you do not have iframes during that. See a sucker? I have almost 500 shield right now. That is a really big number, and 1,000 HP. We can kind of pop off in this room. We don't need skill damage. Mark normal enemy. That's the final piece of execute. I feel like it's not the best piece you could hope for. I wonder if there's another piece of execute that we can find. So we're missing out on damage bosses and enemies with guard. If I can skip execute, merciless execution, and focus on getting iron sharpens iron, then I don't need to get that. It's just like, what are the odds of that actually showing up? All right. I know I don't already have it. I think I would know if I had bonus damage to bosses for some reason. Flowing knives have a 10% chance to execute normal enemies and a 5% chance to execute bosses. There are synergies in this game. Oh, lethal knives is one of them. That's really cool. So some of your skills actually work together with certain traits. It's funny that the game didn't like tell me that that was what that was. By price, you can tell, $60, that's very expensive, so it must be something important. But I don't really see that from face value. All right, Mecha Arcanum damage. That's your ultimate, I assume? Clear a battle room without taking damage, way too late for that. New Violet Dagger just dropped. I don't think we take this. So we're losing out on crit rate from behind, 30% damage from behind. So like technically the purple is taking up, no, it relieves me of a slot. So that's good. Ambush reset is not required. And then the Violet Dagger we have right now has execute on it. So I don't think you do that. That's super interesting. For $300, I have $1,000. We're losing out on shielding, but imagine if the monster is dead, perhaps you do not need shielding. Also, big thank you to everyone enjoying Oblivion Override. Of course, I can't do a game like this without you all. That was a lot of HP that I just lost. Steel Grip, bonus damage on the final hit of your combo. What's the final hit of the Dagger combo? Does it even have a combo? Trinity Proton. Spawn a rotating proton each time you kill an enemy. It's not what we want. 15% chance of applying Rupture. I'm gonna do this for now, and then let's hope that the other execute shows up. All right, $900. I think she takes 300 from you. Yes, so we gotta be careful here. A lot of shield. I know it's only 10, but another dash, kind of a just in case. Wow, I think I misplayed. I think there was a better healing pot I ended up re-rolling. Okay, so the next time we do that, the next time we have Sister's Clinic, and you have a very good, like 100% heal health pot, I think you buy that first, and then you do Sisters. Still have $400. All right. Okay, there's some healing. Oops. That's fine. She deserves it. I wonder if that's a strat. Like 5 things I wish I knew Oblivion Override Edition. Make sure that you get maxed out script and then fill the tank. I never get the transformed biome, ever. I think in 1.0, I've only seen transformed third biome 1 time. And I still break the tubes every single time. All right. Enhance Nepthys. I wonder if she can actually hurt you in the air. I mean, she could do basically everything. I got tagged. Let's go ahead and blow this. I know we might waste some of it. Oops. I love that we get perfect dodge during that. Oh, that thing curved the bullet. What the heck? Boom! I was gonna say one's aiming up, but I couldn't tell which one. Oh, she can turn that? I hate the saw blades on the ground. I'm just focusing on dodging right now. Dang. There we go. I still have 21 shield. So did I actually lose HP? Maybe not. But I still hemorrhage 400 health there from shielding. Chain knife, throw 3 chains. Chain knife, grant burn blast each time you chain an enemy. And then more backstab. Oh, we have enough for it. Chat, I think we're looking good. I want to say that that was the hardest part of the whole game. And the rest should be clear sailing, I hope. None of the, like, mini bosses here give me much issue. It's really the monsters in the actual boss fights, like the ads. Those things are the issue. We're still generating cash, which is nice. Free roam? Okay, that's sick. I'll be buying this game. Looks so cool. Happy to hear that. I'd say let the devs know I sent you. But I could probably do that myself. Chat, we've been in such a fun spot. Like, I have literal screenshots of people saying that they're gonna pick up a game that we've been playing. And I don't know if you all understand how good that feels from the creator standpoint. Makes you feel like you're doing something right. Right? Right. And again, like, it's not just a matter of, oh, just play game and hopefully people like it. I also, like, I want to try to play the game in a way that looks good, too. Because I could imagine, like, if you were just tuning in and I was dying 24/7, it might not look as great to you. I might even say, oh, the game's trash, I keep dying. And obviously we play a lot of action roguelikes, so we are certainly used to dying. Oh, I didn't know there's a little cat paw there. We're trying to avoid the beetles for right now. Ooh. Oh, wait. Now we're playing Risk of Rain 2. No, Risk of Rain Returns. Where you're attacking the the thunder pigs from a platform that they can't reach. We got a lot of resets just then. All right. Wait, did stuff spawn outside? No, I think the game pushed it for me. Whoa, I've never fought this before. Bastet? It's a baby buster? Chat, I didn't know they added Buster to the game. Yeah, I still got hit. Did I get the iframe there? I don't think I did. I'm like walking forward during my dash. Nice hit. I dodged way too early. So like I'm doing ambush, but see how the character moves? I'm not even using the D-pad. The character auto walks forward. After using mecha skill, weapon skill damage increased. We have no more empty slots. So what don't we need? I feel like I honestly need everything. Attack, shield when walking, dash, extra shields, crit, spike core that follows, that thing does work. Bait, we do need that. Attack speed, ambush, we need that too. There's only one thing in here that, oh, there's two things, three things. Dash. I think the dash charges have been very helpful, but it's not part of any like trait evolution. The cooldown reduction is also not part of an evolution. Crit rate, maybe that is the hit. This thing, we leveled it up too. Hopefully we don't miss 3-second cooldown on ambush, because that was very nice. But say any enhancements, please. I really don't want to put any points in that because I still want to replace my execute with the other execute that's still never shown up, by the way. It may never show up. All right, let's get out of here. Anubis. That's Zone of the Enders 2. And like the back half of 1. Not even the back half, like the back 5%. Basically, you just see it during ending credits. Ooh, I'll take that positioning. Chat, how do you all feel about the damage numbers being turned off? I do kind of think it's helping me. Really, the only thing you see are the crits, and that's probably the only thing that matters. Extra shield. I guess this is where you're supposed to use the lockout feature that I never use in this game. I think the game does still need some layering assistance, where it's like the monster should be on the front layer and then some stuff should be behind it. But that's always, I don't want to say it's always fixable, because you never know. But hopefully it's an easy fix. There's such a thing as a cursed run in this game when you never get the perk you're looking for. Is it because I'm supposed to be using this? Lock SMD. Interesting that I can lock a lot of this, right? So that's shielding. 4 free evolution refreshes. It's not a relic, but will maybe help us dig for what we want. Do I like the character outline option? That's new, right? As an accessibility piece. I don't do that in Dead Cells. I personally don't need it. I'm not gonna say that it's bad to use. If there's a scenario where like someone told me, V, thank you for turning that on, now I can follow the game better, I would definitely do it. In some cases that requires me to try it too, so. I like these little diamonds. Is this a dodecahedron? Or my geometry majors? I only use the outline for Dead Cells to make the outfits look better. You gotta turn on the Super Saiyan Blue aura. I get it, I get it. All right, chat. This ain't staying in the game. I can tell you right now. No! My hitless. She got back. Why does she have back, but the other girl doesn't? The mini boss. Good heal. Almost wish I could take that with me, but I get it. I mean, we're pretty strong right now, right? I can't actually get more shielding. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do, oh, she's not here. World premiere field tube. No, we're not gonna get it. How in the world? How much money does she expect you to have? I don't think the skill that I asked for exists. We should have seen it by now, right? I'm gonna assume it's a $20 skill. Oh, we got it. That was the last one we had. I'm broke. I couldn't even do a refresh if I had to. All right, so this goes. That's gonna kill one of our executes, but we get one back because we're gonna swap into this instead. All right, let's get out of here. Now, to be fair, this is probably giga overkill. I can't imagine this thing killing me with everything that we put into this run. Oh, hands. She got hands. Where am I? Oh, we have to do phaser tech. Oh, phaser takes you to her face. That is really not ideal. I don't think I can do anything about that. Devs? All right, one down. Saving our ulti for Oblivion Override 2. Wow, I got dodge. That phaser worked. I mean, I get it. It's not gonna like break our run. Wow, talk about damage though. No, my hitless. Dang. All right. Give me the money. Wow, they gave me Phantom Slashes for that? Please, just die. Okay, we should kill her here. Oh, those have contact damage? I didn't know that. That's gotta be the strongest run I've ever had in this game. And I know that was only alert 4, so we're still climbing. I don't want you all to think that that's all the game has to offer, but that is definitely the strongest I've ever had. Is that the violet dagger? Is that Lee? Is that I don't know what. There was a lot of stuff in there that happened. You saw the little knives going out. Each knife could do fire and rupture and all kinds of stuff.